I'm glad you do it, Senator.
I volunteered. First time I met you was in the hallway at the Verizon Center, and we got to work on Duke's locker room together at NCAA Regional. Had a chance. What are your feelings about this prestigious award, about CoSIDA, and now obviously being named after Marriott Jail?
Well, I feel a little bit of pressure because it's been changed, the name from Trailblazer to Marriott Jail, so I'm figuring out how did I end up. But I guess it's an honor. I mean, you look at Trailblazer, she got awarded in 2001, and when you look at Shelley Poe, my good friend Bill Hamilton, Lawrence Fan, former winners, it shows that the award is a very worthy award of people who make a difference in this organization. And I'm feeling very, very overwhelmed right now.
What were some of your influences in becoming a Trailblazer, and what role did they play in your career?
Well, actually, I got started in the media. I was with the Washington Post for many years. And while I was there, I remember I was a young reporter, and we were all competing to get stories out. And I was covering some high school sports, and I did my first feature story. And the feature story was on a track and field relay team, boys team, that had a nationally ranked time. And so I go to the championship, and everybody's talking and watching both my byline. I'm feeling myself, and this little woman comes up to me. She's all, there's not many people that's shorter than me. I'm 5'6". So she comes up, she's about 5 feet, and she says, "Young man, I'm Venner Freeman, Assistant Director of Athletics for DC Public Schools," and that was a good story. But what about our girls? They do stuff too. And so my bubble was burst, and I said, but on the real, I didn't know what was going to happen. But after that, I became almost an in-house resident for women and girls feature stories for the Washington Post. And my first assignment at Howard as an assistant was women's basketball. And little did I know that at Howard, the ratio of females to male is 10-to-1, if you can believe that. So if you look back on the young people I've mentored over the years, 80% have been females. So I thank Venner Freeman for that.
What are some of the biggest changes, 30 plus years in the profession, what are some of the biggest changes you've seen over your time?
I think most people have been in a while to tell you technology. But for the young people in here, it's probably hard for you to imagine a home football game and you don't have a laptop. There's maybe a selected IBM typewriter, or before that there was no IBM selected. There was a person to type play-by-play. There was someone to spot for the play-by-play. There was a book that someone kept with all the passing, rushing, receiving yards. Yeah, and then on top of that, you had 2 extra people for individual defensive stats for home. And at the end of that process, you had to transfer all the information onto the NCAA forms, send it by telecopy, not fax or telecopy. and we were hoping and praying that the ink on the other end and the transmission was legible, because otherwise you get a call from, I think it was out in Kansas at the time, from Jim Wright at midnight saying, "We got a problem." So when, needless to say, when Stat Crew came along, it was surreal for me. I couldn't believe it.
Now, you're also an adjunct professor at Howard. How's that been a factor in your ability to recruit student workers in sports information, and how have they helped you to adapt to all these changes?
Well, I tell you, it's a great situation for me because we're in Washington, D.C. As you well know, there are a lot of sports teams there. And while I can't pay them, we don't always get work study students, but the opportunity to work game operations, get experience, hands-on experience, there's sort of a trade-off or bartering system where they get to work Capitals, they get to work Washington Redskins home games, the Wizards, Mystics, NCAA regionals, and many of them, because of that experience, they grow in the profession. And the great thing about the class is that many of the students who came through Howard University or one of my mentorship, they come back to speak to the class. So there's a kind of connection there between someone who's not that far removed from those who are aspiring to get where they came to.
Finally, a lot of people in the room, I'm sure you'd like to thank. Who personally would you like to thank for this award and for the success you've had in your career?
But before I like to I'm big on shout-outs. So I like to congratulate all of the award winners, truly all of you, the Trailblazers. If you read, the bios and you listen to a lot of the speakers, you find that many of them are Trailblazers. I just happen to be the 2014 winner. And Doug, congratulations. Eric, congratulations. I know you guys are doing a great job. I want to talk just a little bit about different people. My daughter's here, Manira, would you please stand, my beautiful daughter. She's been very supportive of me, as you all know, as other speakers, very difficult in this profession. I'd like to thank Shelley Davis-Hill, our Associate Director of Athletics, to come out and represent me. I really appreciate she has a busy schedule. For Ramanda Noble, Siobhan Mansfield, Maurice Williams, for Kevin Page, because they helped me through the times with students. As you get in the business 30 years since I've been there, you kind of lose touch with the reality of what's going on, but they've been a big plus for me over those years. And I just want a special one for Lamar Carter. If you ever met Lamar Carter, he's my new assistant. He's been at Howard less than a year. This is his first CoSIDA. And he has, I don't know if Shelley's approved it or not, but he has called himself, he's self-proclaimed, the 2014 CoSIDA selfie champion. So I don't know what that is, but if you ever taken a picture with Lamar yet, meet him afterwards, because you're probably one of the few people that have it. On behalf of all those people who made a contribution to me getting this award, on your behalf, I accept the 2014 Trailblazer Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, and help.